Down. Down with imperialism, down. Thank you very much, Secretary General, the Treasurer General, Commissars, the Koza family. I'm happy to be here today in solidarity with our brothers and sisters all over the world, more in particular in the imperialist USA, led by a murderer, Donald Trump. We are standing here in front of the offices of murderers who think they've got power to tell us how we should conduct ourselves. Even this morning, when we came in here peacefully and we wanted to kneel in front of the offices of these murderers, a white racist, a lookalike of Donald Trump, was trying to stop us from kneeling in our own country. That's how much arrogant they are. That's how white supremacists behave. They think they control how you breathe, how you walk, how you say things, and if it's not in line with what they want, they will now crush you. We want to say to all our brothers and sisters all over the world, we are with you. But the treatment of black people with dignity must start here in Africa, by us Africans treating each other with respect. We have a responsibility to teach the whole world that Africans and blacks in general are not subhuman. They are full human beings. And therefore, you cannot be behind Black Lives Matters and still see an opportunity to destroy another black person. Anyone who instructed the killing of black people in Marikana has got no leg to stand on when it comes to Black Lives Matters. Because a black life does not matter when it is a white person killing a black person. Even when a black person wears, the authorities kill another black person, the life of a black person still matters too. Therefore, Ramaphosa has got no leg to even pretend that he cares about the lives of black people.
The world's attention turned to Pretoria on Thursday, 6th March 2025, at precisely 1400 hours, when President Julius Malema, a firebrand leader known for his unwavering stance on African sovereignty, prepared to debate the US government's controversial decision to halt aid to South Africa. The decision, announced the previous week, had sparked international debate, with opinions split on its justification and consequences. The US decision and its fallout. The US government cited policy disagreements and strategic concerns as reasons for freezing financial and developmental assistance to South Africa. While the exact motivations remained ambiguous, analysts speculated that South Africa's growing partnerships with BRICS nations, including China and Russia, had irked Washington. The sudden aid withdrawal threatened to impact various sectors, including health, education, and infrastructure projects that had relied on American support. In response, President Malema did not mince words. We must never be mistaken for a generation that can be bullied by white supremacists. We will stand up and fight for our country, he declared in a statement ahead of the debate. His words echoed a sentiment of resistance and determination that resonated deeply within South Africa's political landscape. The debate begins. The debate was hosted at the Union Buildings, where a delegation from the US State Department, South African ministers, economists, and civil society representatives gathered. Malema, clad in a striking black suit, with a red lapel pin, symbolizing the economic freedom fighters' radical stance, opened with a fiery address. "South Africa's dignity is not for sale," he began. "If the United States believes it can manipulate our policies with the threat of financial strangulation, it is gravely mistaken. We will not compromise our relationships with fellow developing nations, nor surrender our right to self-determination." The U.S. representatives, led by Undersecretary James Mitchell, countered that their decision was purely strategic and aimed at redirecting resources to more aligned partners. "South Africa's foreign policy has taken a direction that contradicts our shared values," Mitchell argued. "We cannot justify continued aid under these circumstances." The response: defiance and self-reliance. As the debate intensified, Malema turned his focus to South Africa's need for economic independence. "We have the minerals, the land, and the human capital to build our own future. This aid has always been conditional, designed to keep Africa in a perpetual state of dependence." Well, that era ends today. South African citizens, watching the live broadcast, took to social media in support of their president. Hashtags such as #SaStandsTall and "No to Bullying" trended globally. While opposition parties urged a more diplomatic approach, Malema's supporters saw this as a defining moment in South Africa's post-apartheid history. By the debate's end, it was clear that the rift between the two nations had deepened, yet Malema's firm stance had solidified his legacy as a leader unwilling to bow to external pressure. "We will forge our own path," he concluded, "and we will do so with pride and determination." As the world watched, South Africa braced for a new era, one where aid might no longer dictate its destiny, but self-reliance would.